welcome to the game. We are here in the final match of the night to find out who goes home and who goes to the playoffs. Tempo, it's insane
The
to think that
playoffs.
puCK, one of the strongest, if not the strongest Protoss in North America, could go home, and that Seed, GSL Codes champion, could go home. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm a little out of my mind, but let's kick us off and tell us who our players are.
Alright, well, spawning in the top left corner of the map, Nimbus is going to be our Dignitas representative. He is the Teal Protoss player.
Seed.
And his opponent, representing IVD Gaming, not quite as light blue as his opponent, but he's pretty blue. Hopefully he won't be blue at the end of the series. It is puCK. Catching the blues. But the thing is, IVD is blue, so he probably will be blue anyway, no matter what. He's like Sad Arthur. Even if he wins, he's still Sad Arthur, you know?
True
It's
enough.
like, I can't believe what I did to my opponent. Like, I can't... Oh.
Can't live with myself.
You know, I really should have taken a third Nexus there. I'm such a... Even if I didn't probe it up, but no, folks, we are going to be going into PvP.
We are?
Hey, and surprisingly, though, we haven't seen... actually, maybe we have, but I'm trying to remember. I guess my memory sucks, but I was saying we haven't really seen that real equalization into like a really maxed out against maxed out army go down. I think we saw one on Merry-Go-Round. Was the closest to it, but no player ever got maxed out. You know, puCK ended up pushing before Seed was able to get the Tempest out in the carriers.
There were no Colossus made in the filming of that production.
Right? What's up with that, anyway? What kind of PvP doesn't have Colossus House?
Yeah, what kind of, like, Tempest PvP
Doesn't, yeah.
have Colossus?
There were Tempest made, but no
Three-base
Colossus.
PvP. 18 minutes. It doesn't have Colossi in it. I don't know, but it didn't make sense. Anyhow, it was actually a great game.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it, Kibbles. I
Both
liked it.
players also liking it, Tempo. Liking the Nexus, that is. They're going for them in their natural expansions. Look at the timings on these Nexus, like 25 seconds apart, but Seed is going to opt to go for, it seems to be Blink Stalkers. Really quick here.
Very fast. I have seen Seed do some really cool Blink Stalker play before in his career.
Yeah, but
not only against Protoss, but I've seen it against Terran and Zerg.
Like, is there any harder of a counter than what puCK has actually done, besides maybe going for the Robo before the gateways?
I don't believe so, yeah.
I think that's the only thing that's... Well, okay, Dark Templar is actually better because there's no detection.
No detection,
even
period.
Close, but...
Well, I mean, even on this map, though, like, how do you utilize Blink in a very effective way?
You don't. Not against Immortals. It's great if puCK were to open Nexus into fast Stargate. But with no Stargate, notice Seed, by the way, has his Stalkers up prepared for such a Stargate play. With no Stargate on the field, Blink isn't going to do all that much. And we already see that Seed is like, well, you didn't go for a Stargate before Nexus. Maybe you didn't go for a Stargate at all. I'm going to throw down the robotics facility so that if you didn't go Stargate, I'm not that behind.
Yeah. And Seed already realizing what's going on, drops down that robotics, but he's a little bit behind in it, and he's going to have Blink, and it's not really going to benefit him much because you're going to get into that mid-stage of the game in PvP where Stalkers are pretty much the most cost-inefficient unit. You don't want to be wasting your gas on them and putting them into your army composition when you start to get into that Immortal, Colossus, Archon kind of composition, so... I feel like the Twilight was kind of like an opener, and it's just the wrong choice for what's going on. Yeah. But maybe he'll make it work for him. You know, you never know.
I don't think he's going to do too much, honestly, but it's never a bad upgrade to have. It lets you snipe Scouting Phoenix more, so Unfortunately, it's not cross position for Seed. He would have loved to see cross position with this misbuild because the Blink Stalkers can be that much more effective in denying scouting, and you can try to pull off some tricky maneuver like a quick jump to Tempest, right? Because the Colossi have a harder time pushing, and you can deny that scouting, so you may be able to just forego making Colossus altogether. But in this circumstance, he'll do a little cute Blink micro, maybe kill a Zealot or two, but it's not going to be any substantial damage. 2 Immortals about to be on the field, and with that, like, yeah, you're not going to be harassing any longer.
No. Well, interesting move here is that the Robotics Bay for Seed has already it's about halfway complete, and puCK having the earlier Robo is actually not going to be opting to go for the Robotics Bay just yet. He actually dropped a Twilight Council of his own, and most likely this will be for charge. But I don't know. I feel like in the later stages of the game, you can do some kind of cool maneuvers too if you decide to go for DTs in the army, where you can use your blink to snipe the observer. So if it goes into that stage of the game, that'll be a nice thing to have. But I don't even see him going for DTs just yet. He's gonna go for a really early third here.
Yeah, I agree.
Setting the pace, saying "Come at me, bro," pretty much.
puCK is he gonna cancel this Robo Bay? Is he making this Robo Bay just in case a Phoenix comes in and then he intends to cancel it, or is he gonna use it for like Warp Prism speed? With the number of Immortals he's making, that's totally possible, but with 4 Immortals and a Templar Archives and only 2 bases, yeah, he's throwing down a third, but I'm just not sure that puCK is going to opt to make Colossi here.
Especially with getting Storm. Now, in PvP, you don't usually see Storm being used on the army. We did see it on the last game, so he won't be a stranger of using that. But you see a lot of Storm drops, right, on the mineral line of your opponent in PvP, more so than on the army. So maybe we'll see it. You know, that natural base is pretty exposed to drops if he does decide to do it. But I don't even see a War Prism being made here, so
Okay, there it is.
Oh, wait, there is. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So we'll maybe see it. I think that would be a really cool idea. Kind of setting the macro game up, not necessarily trying to win off of a 2-base push, as he does drop that 3rd Nexus as well. But just kind of crippling the economy of his opponent while he just gets farther ahead and scout and make a better unit composition.
I wonder if he's going to be able to snipe this base. I think he's going through tempo. There's too many Immortals. He's going to
my God.
He's going to pull back the Zealots already. Ready? And
the recall?
Mass recall.
Be out of here.
A couple Zealots, picks off the 3rd base. Sick play from puCK.
Really nice play. Uh-oh, a little bit of lag, though, from Seed. And he pauses. Oh, Saber paused it. All right, really nice. Good guy, Saber, there. Making sure that Seed is all good.
Yeah, we're waiting for that Trans-Pacific cable to be built by Google, huh?
Right? Just that one cable across the... Imagine that. That'd be cool.
They're looking at doing it. Here we go.
Here we go.
That was really good.
All right. I tried.
Seed's going to try to make it happen again. Getting ready to push into puCK's 3rd base.
Photon Overcharge is going off, but does Seed really care? Remember, he cannot recall. And he's going to try to go ahead with this right now. puCK going to be moving on in, and he doesn't care either. One of his Colossus has joined the battle here, and Seed is losing a massive amount of his army here. He's getting pinned up against this wall.
Yeah, Seed in a really tough spot. The Zealots are retreating, but remember, behind all this, Seed has only just started mining off of his 3rd base once again, so the production cycles from puCK are definitely going to be superior here. Yeah,
for sure. And the problem, of course, is that he wasn't mining from his 3rd that whole time. So puCK had that economic advantage, didn't have to pull probes to defend there at all, even got the Mothership Core during that. So now Seed is in a little bit of a difficult position where he's down in army supply, down in economy, but he has reestablished his 3rd base. And he's going to start mining from it again. And where does he go from here, Kibbles? Like, it's kind of tough. He's just like, all right, I need to do something kind of crazy because...
Well, this attack is kind of good for him. His Colossi are in a really great position, but overall, I think there's just too many Archons, too many Immortals, Seed being pushed out of his 3rd base, and if he loses this once again, I don't think he has a way to come back in this game.
Not at all. Losing more Colossi, and there was like one Colossus from puCK on the right side, just like, wait, I think I'm on the wrong side. My army's on the left, but yeah, I think this is going to be it here. 113 supply to the 80. of his opponent. But you know, there is, I believe there was a warp in at the third of puCK. He decided to not finish the job. He just killed. Oh, he did kill the third. I was like, did he not?
Yeah, killed the third, mass recalled, got his units home, storms in the
Oh,
natural, a lot of probes going down, 12 probes. Oh, dear
wow.
God, that's so many workers.
Yep. In a situation like this where every worker does count, but I'm sure that he does have a few workers to spare at the moment. But as soon as that third base does go down again, he's gonna want every single one of them. And this is rough. This is very rough for Seed.
This was about the point that you begin thinking about taking a fourth base, and
Yeah.
we're just not. puCK is going to be able to do that, and Seed is, well, not going to be able to grow in such a way.
Yeah. So, ouch. Very, very difficult. Seed. What do you gonna do? I mean, I feel like puCK can pretty much do whatever he wants right now. He could even add carriers if he wanted to, but obviously he's not gonna be doing that. He's gonna want to try to secure this win, especially the fact that he's taken that fourth base, something that Seed would love to be doing right now, but he's still struggling to mine from a third. So,
Yeah, as puCK gets this Colossus count high enough, 4 about to be 5, his +3 is going to complete, and I think that's going to be the cue to attack. What do you do with 5 Colossi with +3 versus just what? 3 and an Archon?
3.
No, there are 2 Archons, but...
Yeah, War Prism trying to do a little bit of work, though, going into the natural of puCK. And will that be able to bring him back? I don't think it's going to be able to, but he actually didn't warp in because puCK does have a good defense at home. And for the third time, will this third go down for Seed? We are going to find out very shortly as puCK stations at the south side of that base. But another warp in from puCK to divert the attention. But that's only because he wants to go into this third base, and there's just not enough here for Seed.
Yep, this is another one with that abacus, the math.
Yeah,
It's
numbers
not
game.
enough stuff for Seed. He's going to be forced to fall back. He's going to lose this third again. And the Colossi are actually dropping for Seed this time, which spells the end of game number 1.
GG. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the potentially last game of the night. As this player, spawning in the top right corner of the map, Merry-Go-Round, is going to be fighting for his tournament life as he's down 1 game. Representing Team Dignitas, it is the purple Protoss player.
Seed.
Sorry.
Such bad luck.
No.
Luck.
This is when you proxy 2-gate and just aim move. But, it's having a bit of issues.
No, no, no,
I feel
please.
so bad for him, man.
Seed.
Why? Well, looks like Seed is having a bit of latency issues. I believe the intro already went off, so I don't have to worry about interrupting it. But if you are just now tuning in, Seed was having a bit of latency issues in the last game as well, but not towards the end. You know, he was holding up pretty well. But as it is right now, he is going back to it, and this is not a matchup you want to have. Well, any matchup you don't want to have lagging, especially like ZVZ, but... Oh. Yeah, we're going to pause the game, let him get a little bit of that lag situated. I love how it like pauses and puCK still is like 4-3, 4-3, 4-3, like way after the fact. Oh, man. Yeah, it's going to be rough. This is not good.
All right, endure in a couple seconds.
Mm-hmm. Sara.
I don't know what that means, but I'll check.
Me neither.
Could
I
mean
think it's just like
that.
like when you just tap in your keyboard. Nope. Seed's like sweet. I can't.
Sada means bye, so I don't think that's what he's saying.
No. Oh, I didn't realize it was a real word. Oh man. Turbo internet.
Sada.
Well, it's
Actually,
very unfortunate when this does happen. As for those just not tuning in, this is like the most important match for seed right now of this tournament specifically. He goes, "Yay, thanks, David Kim. Go go."
David Kim.
Praise David Kim for making PvP such the balanced matchup.
Oh man.
Alrighty. Ooh, praise a little bit too hard. Yeah, well, either way, man, it is what it is. We're going to be just waiting for, of course, the game to get back into it. But my favorite ride is the Zipper. Have you ever heard of the Zipper before?
Heard of? Yes.
Yo,
What?
man, I've been to the amusement parks. I've been to Six Flags. I love the Bizarro. I love the big roller coasters and whatnot. But the Zipper is always going to remain as like my favorite ride. It's
What
when
is
you
it?
go. It's like a let's say
I'm
like
looking
you're
at-
in a cart. You're in a cart type of
I
thing.
love the Zipper.
Yeah,
This
the
is my
cage. In the
favorite-
cage, I
This
mean.
is my favorite date one.
Yeah, right. Like when you
Because-
go to the town carnival or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You're in this little cage and you spin around and around and around, but the thing goes around in a circle while rotating you around it. Holy crap, man. You eat a thing of fried dough and go on that thing? Oh, snap. Oh, snap. You better eat your fried dough after that, man.
Fried Joe.
Yep. Getting that powdered sugar and cinnamon. Oh, man. Coming straight off of that cart. Oh, my God. I want to go to a carnival right now. Get me some fried dough and like a caramel apple.
Well, so on that note, right, like going to a carnival, my favorite thing to do is go to a carnival, give a girl buy her a ton of the funnel cakes.
Yeah.
Because they're like so powdered sugar and stuff and really fried. And then you go on the Zipper and they always vomit. And they always vomit on you.
It's messed up. I loved.
No, but like, okay, so I don't enjoy the vomiting part. But when you get off that ride, they like feel like really embarrassed and mortified, and like you're like, it's okay, don't worry about it. And then they're like, they realize right away, they're like, oh, this guy's awesome.
You're carrying.
Like they don't know that you actually planned the whole thing all along. They just think like you're this like free spirit who totally goes with the flow, and like nothing's ever a big deal because they just threw up on you on your first date. Like normally that's
What a
different-
gentleman, man.
But you're
You
so
are
cool with it because you planned it all anyways, and they're just like, I can't believe he's so okay with this. This
a
guy's
modern day
awesome."
Romeo.
It works every time. I highly recommend it. Guys, we're jumping back into this game. 2 minutes and 56 seconds in. Let's do it.
Oh, snap. Well, we got the other player here. You want to go ahead and introduce him for our wonderful audience? All right, if you don't want to, I will, man. It's all good. Spawning in the top left corner, representing IVD Gaming, it is the Teal Protoss player. Switching up his color, it is... puCK.
And in the right-hand portion.
Oh, we got him. Our buddy.
Sorry, left-hand portion.
No, I meant before the thing. Oh, no. I'm an idiot, right?
Yeah.
We were supposed to introduce Seed. Oh, shoot. I think I introduced puCK twice. Oh, well.
It's okay. It's okay. Right-hand portion. Give it up for the purple Protoss, who's not yet a bush, but instead just a
Seed.
seedling. Somebody said
Sapling.
seedling today, and I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about these trees that like drop all their seeds at the same time for some ridiculously dumb reason.
Like
And,
acorns.
Like 2 days ago, there were no seeds on the ground at work, and now there are hundreds of them. And there have been none for months. Since I have started working at this office, there have been no seeds ever on the ground. And now there are hundreds, and they're gross when you step on them. They're nasty.
Oh, damn. I was thinking it was like, you know, like when the acorns all fall off, or like crab apples fall off of trees, and it's just like, crab apples are gross when they fall off of trees after a while. But acorns, they're chill. I would totally take an acorn to an amusement park. Get it on that zipper.
Oh,
we gotta
man,
watch out here for this.
That
Oh,
Mothership Core's
no.
dead. Huge loss there for Seed. Like massive. Like
That is actually
Yeah.
is very bad.
That loss is as big as that Mothership Core.
It is.
Do
As
it
big,
at-
as big as that explosion.
What would you do?
What would I do? I would be
And say you
very...
only got one ability with that Mothership Core, and say your home was a Nexus.
Yeah.
All right, so you now own a Mothership Core.
Okay.
It has 3 abilities to choose from. Which one would you take?
I would pick the time warp so I could go back in time and never fly my mothership core.
Time warp doesn't go back in time. Stupid.
Alright.
It just makes
Well,
time.
you silly goose. Time warp doesn't go back.
Hey, that'd be crazy.
Imagine that. Like, you could go back in time, you hit time warp, and it's like, yep. Well, anyways,
Now we're just creating fictitious abilities for no reason.
for StarCraft 3.
We have a Blink all in right now, basically, from Seed. He's got 4 gateways. He's got Blink. He did opt for a Robo, which is super interesting. But that Oracle, here's a nice 5 kills before it goes down. I love Tempo, this worker kill thing in the bottom left. I can't wait for WCS Game Heart.
Oh, tell me about it. I made the mistake of not even loading up Gameheart, I believe, for the first game yesterday. And I felt so lost, without it. So I can't wait until it does get implemented into the actual client. Well, the actual game, rather. So, whoop. That probe. You know what's really good about that Oracle, though, is that it did go in and it was able to scout the 4 gates, and I don't know if he saw the Twilight, but I think he did, yeah. He saw the
Nope.
Twilight and the robotics, right? So...
Yep.
He may be a little bit confused right now.
He's like,
Up,
what
up.
are you doing?
Yeah. What can he do? I mean, puCK is playing super defensive. If he tries to go... I mean, if Seed does try to go ahead and attack, he's probably not going to have much success here.
Well, this is a great map for Blink, though. And I think
Yeah.
the reason he went with the Observer is you get this Observer on the field. Not only is it, helps make you safer against, like, Dark Templar and things, but you position the Observer, like, right above this area in between the natural and the main on, like, this little cliff. Like, you can blink everywhere, and it's just the best. It's like
Yeah.
it's like having a car when you've never had a car before. You
A flying car?
go any... God, Tempo, you just have to blow everything into unreasonable proportions every time. But, like, in reasonable proportions, like, it feels like you can go anywhere, do anything. You actually can't, but you have so much freedom to just blink up, harass the main, blink down, harass the natural, kill
Yeah.
some probes, snipe a Robo maybe. Where is the Robo? There isn't a Robo yet. We'll have to see where the Robo goes down. Does it go down in a position where it becomes snipeable?
Yeah. And Seed with them good blink micro, not losing any stalkers just yet, but a nice force field will trap one of them, but
Nope.
Yeah, I'll get
Gets
away.
away. Seed, man. He's just like, look, you're trying to uproot me, but I'm not going to let you.
not going. Yeah, he's just staying right there. Well, he's just getting out of there, but didn't get any kills on his own, but is he going to commit to this here, Kibbles? He's warping in more stalkers right now.
All right, Blink Micro. He's blinking back pretty well.
Yeah.
Free and lag not really affecting our Dignitas Protoss. He
Wow.
loses 1 Stalker in that entire fight.
Really nice there by Seed. And I think he's going to still commit to it. He does have that Nexus completed, but he is not making any... okay, he's going to be making probes right now. But the pressure is on Kibbles, and the Photon Overcharge as well.
But now the blink into the
Whoa.
main. This is what we were talking about earlier. Seed having that mobility to make crazy plays. Seed, if he goes into the main, he is committed. And there's
Yeah.
not a lot of snipeable structures in there. There isn't a Robo that's in a vulnerable position. I don't think it's actually a great decision for Seed to go too deep. Now these stalkers in the main base may kill a couple of probes, but they're super trapped, and there's not really a way out unless puCK makes a mistake.
Yeah, so now this allows Seed to go into the natural as well, and puCK has to split his units. Gonna lose one of his stalkers now, but uh-oh.
He blinks
a
it.
miss. Uh-oh, a miss. He's targeting down the stalker, but he's losing a few stalkers of his own.
Great defense at the natural expansion as well. 4 or 5 stalkers go down for Seed in exchange for 4 or 5 probes belonging to puCK. Overall, that puts their worker counts, puCK, at about a 6 worker disadvantage, actually pretty even. So puCK is definitely going to push across the map now and try to reciprocate some of that damage.
That Void Ray is putting in so much work. That prismatic alignment helps so much, and wow, a really nice blink there. But he's gonna lose every stalker here, man.
I think this may cost Seed the game. He's gonna lose all these stalkers. Like, he actually was in a great position if he ran home and defended.
No way to go, nowhere to hide. Every stalker is gonna go down, except for these two. Nope, not even. Yeah, this is just, oh no.
These are the kind of misplays too that, like, oh, that Mothership Goro was just like, actually, I'm gonna shoot you in the face.
Like a good mother should.
Like a good mother should. But really, I mean, like, you would wonder why Seed would make such a strategic error, but especially like with an Oracle back at home, like doing damage, it killed 7 workers. I feel like Seed just, you get a little shook up when you're having lag issues and all these things, and just made a bad call. And because the lag is distracting, you're constantly, your brain, leaves the thought process that it would naturally follow. But yeah. I don't know how Seed is going to hold this one off tempo.
He's going to try with probes, man. Aggressive blink here from puCK. Immortal gets sniped immediately. And puCK is going in for the kill. He wants that round of 8 spot. The playoffs of the ASL Prime. He's going to be in the money if he does win this game. And he is going for it right now. 65 supply, 236. This natural is under fire, but he does not care about it. Probes coming off the line. Kibbles. I think Seed is about to be eliminated from the ASL. Perhaps right now. Oh yeah, I don't believe that Seed has enough here. puCK gonna force the GG out of Seed.